Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a story that's a little different. One that will really make you think about what we hear and what we don't. Grab a warm drink, settle in, because this one's about the profound power of silence. Imagine a morning so gray, the rain isn't just falling, it's lingering, like an old, persistent memory. That's where we find Adrian. 3 years he'd been living in the echo of a silence Elise left behind. Their love story started like many do, in a bookstore. She was humming softly, tracing words on a poetry book. He saw her, and in that moment, something shifted. Coffee runs turned into midnight talks, art galleries into shared dreams. She painted, he wrote. They built a language all their own, a beautiful, unique melody. But love isn't just about the words we say, is it? It's also about the ones we don't. The distance between them wasn't a sudden break. It was like a creeping fog, unnoticed until it had clouded everything. Elise wanted him to listen, to truly see her. Adrian, a man of logic, loved deeply, but silently. And that silence, eventually, began to suffocate her. One rainy evening, Elise stood by the window, her voice trembling with exhaustion, not anger. "You never really listen, do you?" she said. Adrian, looking up from his laptop, countered, "I do listen, just never say what you mean." Her sad smile broke his heart, though he didn't realize it then. "I've been screaming for years, Adrian. You just don't hear me." And then she walked out. Adrian waited for a text, a call, a sign, but only silence answered. He buried himself in work, in noise, anything to drown out her absence. Months later, he found himself at her old art studio. The scent of paint and lavender lingered. He found a covered canvas, pulled off the sheet, and froze. Below it, in faint handwriting, "Sometimes silence is the loudest scream." He took the painting home, hung it opposite his bed, trying to decode her silence. He began writing letters to Elise, hundreds of them, pouring out everything he hadn't said. He never sent them. Then a letter arrived. Not from Elise, but her sister, Claire. The words shattered his world. "Elise passed away 2 months ago. Her heart just stopped. I found your letters in her drawer. She kept them, Adrian. She read them every night. She never stopped waiting for you to listen." The world truly went silent then. Looking at the painting, he saw it. Faint, almost invisible white strokes beneath the layers of paint. If you ever hear "It's not too late to understand," he returned to her studio, finding another covered canvas. This time, it was him. Painted in muted blues and grays, hollow-faced, mouth closed, behind him a soft outline of Elise, whispering into his ear. And the title, "The Silence That Screamed." The truth hit him then. Elise didn't want him to fix her pain. She just wanted him to feel it with her, to listen without needing to respond. Adrian stopped running. He started volunteering at a community art center, helping others find their voice. He realized silence wasn't empty. It was full of emotion, of meaning. Then he found a small wooden box, Elise's initials carved into it, holding cassette tapes. He pressed play, and her voice filled the room. "Hi, Adrian," she said, laughing lightly. "If you're listening to this, it means you finally found Min's silence. I used to think silence was empty, but I was wrong. It's everything. It's love, fear, longing, all the things we never say out loud. I hope one day you'll learn to listen without fear, 'cause silence, it never stops screaming for you." He whispered, "I hear you, Elise." Years later, people would say Adrian changed. He became gentler, spoke less. But when he did, people listened. His art classes felt like therapy. Oh, he never told them why. Because sometimes love doesn't die with words. It lingers in paintings, in letters, in the spaces between sound, and sometimes silence doesn't mean absence. Sometimes silence screams. What a powerful story about connection, understanding, and truly listening. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and let me know in the comments below what silence means to you. See you next time.